Hey, welcome to my channel. This is a place where we just teach the Bible several times a day. Just be looking for it. Hope you subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time I put something out. Make comments and share it with other people. Adolf Hitler yielded great power for a while and then plunged the world into World War II, causing the death of 52 million people. Horrible, horrible. When it became obvious that World War II was lost, Hitler shot himself. He committed suicide. That was April the 30th, 1945, a long time ago. Once dead, he died to his power. That's how it works. Here is an inescapable truth. When you die to something, you can't participate in it anymore. That's how it works. Hitler's power was over. Romans 6 verse 1 says this, "What shall we say then? Shall we go on sinning so that grace may increase?" In other words, sin more so you get more grace. That makes sense? The apostle explained earlier that the law just defined sin, and sin increased. And where sin increased, grace, which is a gift, the gift of forgiveness that we don't deserve, it's offered freely to us based on what Jesus paid at the cross. Grace increased all the more when sin increased. So should we sin more to get more grace? That's the question. Romans 6:2 puts it to rest, the next verse. By no means, the apostle says under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. We died to sin. How can we live in it any longer? That's a rhetorical question. The answer to it is you can't. You can't live it any longer. Grace comes to us as a result of us dying with Christ and leaving our sinful past in the past where it belongs, dead with an old man that's no longer alive. He's dead. So how can we live in something we died to? See, grace calls us to be dead to the evil deeds of the past. In fact, when a person really surrenders to Christ and experiences God's grace, he does die to his past sins. And the change begins. The change begins. Not over, but it begins. That does not mean that he's instantly perfect. Nobody's instantly perfect. But it does mean that the sins of the past end up dead like the old life. They start going away. The change begins to happen. Some sins take time to die with the past, while others die quickly. When I surrendered to the Lord, which is in January, it'll be 51 years ago. When I surrendered, drinking alcohol stopped within a couple of weeks, over. Smoking cigarettes, on the other hand, took about 18 months, but it began to fade, and eventually I just threw it away and stopped. But the point is that the sins died with the death of the old man. Other sins still pop up from time to time. Nobody's perfect. Everybody still sins, okay? But they fade too as you stay in the Word and as you pray. Why? Well, they're part of a life that I died to. That's true for you too. Live in that, and I will talk to you again soon.